So I was reading today in my book. It's a Joyce Meyers book. It's called Living Beyond Your Feelings. And of course it was talking about feelings and beliefs because I am an extremely emotional person. And being an emotional person makes it a little bit more difficult to not be governed by our emotions and let them make decisions for us. So on page 52 it says, if we desire to walk after the Spirit, all our emotions must be governed by principles. In the realm of the Spirit, there is a precise standard of right and wrong, and how we feel does not alter that standard. And then she goes on to talk about how our feelings don't get to vote. They are too immature and they are too fickle, and they can't make decisions for us. You can't depend on feelings because feelings don't tell the truth. We don't make decisions based on our feelings of excitement or lack of excitement for something. We base it on the principles. God's principles and God's truth. That is what has to govern our lives. God's principles are the standards, not our feelings. And if we desire to walk in the Spirit, we have to be guided by God's principles and not by our feelings. And that's a really hard thing to do if you're a feeler, but it's possible, and it's something that you can implement into your life and work on every single day. A feeler's not going to perfect it overnight, but with the Lord's help, it can be done. So we just sit with those feelings until they subside, because they will. They always do eventually. Then we make a decision based on the standard and the principle in God's Word. And we can always ask God to help us, not let our feelings control us. I think being an emotional person is a gift and a curse in some ways too, but the gifts that I see in it are the gift of empathy and mercy towards others, the gift of the prophetic, and the gift of discernment. If we can bring these emotions under submission and line them up with the principles of God, then I think we're going to be unstoppable.